to my YouTube channel. If you guys haven't done it already, please hit that like button, the subscribe button, and you guys can leave a comment. This story is pretty juicy and I'm ready to get started. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so let's get right into it. Well, let me explain why I decided to do a story time. I went on Instagram and I made a couple posts because I was like, you know, it's 2022, a whole new year, and I started a whole new journey on YouTube. So why not post some content, you know? So majority voted on this story time, so we're gonna do it. Shout out to y'all if y'all are watching. We about to get into some things, okay? So I don't even know where to start. Okay, so it started off when I was in high school. I was dating this guy. He was top notch thought, okay?
Oh no, ma'am.
He was not it. He has so many red flags with him, but of course, me being me, I'm always trying to see past a person and the red flags, and I feel like I just see the potential, you know, in a person without them even feeling like they have potential inside them. So I thought I could probably change him, and I finally came to a realization that I really did think that I could change people, and there's no way. Like, you have to be willing to change yourself if you even see an issue within yourself, and he has some issues. I want to say, like, my senior year of high school, he ended up going to the military, and he was in college at first, but then he ended up going to the military. And when you're in the military, well, I know what he had to do for his program or whatever the situation was. He had to go to boot camp. So he went to boot camp for like literally, I don't even know how long, but he before he left, he asked me for my address, even though he should already have known this, because we was already like a year deep in, like, bitch, and you was coming to my house all the time. Like, how did you even get here? You just, you know, I don't know. So I want to say, once he left, I had not heard from him. It was like other people like that I didn't even know that he was close to that was getting mail from him, like posting on Twitter. Twitter was like a big thing during that time. And I felt some type of way. I was just like, whoa, that's so weird, because I was like waiting at the mailbox for him to send me letters and stuff like that, and he just wasn't. So it was pretty sad. That was another red flag for me. He was a big ass cheater, y'all. When I tell you, like, big ass cheater, he was just cheating on me just for the fuck of it.
Really unacceptable. I'm on my way.
Like, he was cheating on me with my sister. That's another story time. Is it really a story time? Because there's not much to it, but yeah, he didn't sleep with my sister or talk to her, whatever. There was like a few girls in and out of the situation. It was just girls coming up to me as a woman, you know. It was just mad red flags. Well, once he got out of boot camp, he's just turned into a whole completely different person. And I don't want to say it was like a positive thing, because it wasn't. It was just like he was just a whole different person. But I was still down for him or whatever. And I was still in school, I want to say, or it got to a point where I started working for the first time, because I wasn't one of those students that was like working at the age of like 16 at stores and stuff. I just wasn't one of them. And the only like place that was really hiring 16-year-olds at the time when I, sorry, my camera cut off. But yeah, he wasn't really himself. I want to say, when I was contacting him, we were contacting each other, it wasn't really like how it used to be. It wasn't, I wouldn't say bad, but it wasn't really, you know. I finally got out of high school, like I said, and I started working. And we were still in communication, and we loved each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can honestly say that, like, we was, like, out of all the relationships that I was with, I don't know, maybe he just loved being toxic, and I was the only person that was willing to be toxic with him at that time. Maybe that's why it worked like that. But other than that, like, no. But yeah, we had plenty of, like, years with each other for us to know. Like, we was together for about, like, 3 years. It was going on 3 years. And he ended up getting out and started talking to me about marriage. And I know we talked about it before, but you know, like when you young, you start talking about dumb shit because you guys don't got nothing else to talk about besides, like, school, dumb shit, what you seen on Twitter, you know, around that time especially, because there really wasn't much to talk about. I wasn't really into celebrity drama. I really wasn't into that much stuff. So yeah, like, but marriage, that was just, whoa, like, that blew me out the park. Like, that was the last thing I thought about. And then once he got out of boot camp, that's when he really started talking to me about marriage and stuff. And I was just like, I don't know how I feel about that, because honestly, we're not even on the right track. Like, I wouldn't even consider this like this relationship is just a joke to me right about now. But I still loved him. I still wanted to. It's like the third time that this shit shut down. Hopefully this is it. So he even had his friends, when we would get on FaceTime with each other, like, oh yeah, like, he was saying, oh, this is my fiance. Mind you, no ring. This is the only ring and that I've been wearing for years, okay? There's no ring on this finger, so I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We never established that we was gonna get married. Wasn't, you know, I didn't take him serious because he, as I told y'all, he just was never serious with me. So I was just like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, but I went along with it because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say, I don't even know how this came about, but I want to say maybe we was going through so much shit that I probably was, like, messing around with other people. It wasn't like we was in a relationship. He ended up sending me, he ended up asking me for my address again. And I feel like being that I was doing me and I was, like, you know what I mean, talking to other people, he was just like, hell no, we need to settle down, we need to get ourselves together. Like, we was kind of good. Like, he just seemed like, you know, I don't know, the situation was weird. I don't even know how we got to that point, but I just knew he asked me for my address. I looked in my mailbox and there was, like, this piece of paper that had, like, you know, put your first name, your last name, social security, you need to notarize whatever the paperwork was right here and get that person to sign. He had his little section where he was supposed to sign. And I was like, wow, this is, like, so unreal. How am I gonna break this to my mom? I done played around a lot. I done told everybody, oh yeah, I'm in love with him, this and the third, right? Whole time. This had me shook. This had me like, oh shit. But I was gonna go through with it. I didn't told my mom. I was like, Mom, listen, I'm about to get married. My man send me some paper. I know y'all don't like him, but y'all gonna have to get used to him. He's part of the family now. That's just that. And my mom was just, at first she was just like, she did not like him. Like I said, none of my family members liked him. Friends didn't like him. He was a pain in the ass. Like, literally a pain in the ass. And they were like, you're just too pretty. Like, I would tell people, like, yeah, I'm about to go get married, you know, if you want to marry me and whatever. Or even when we were together, they're like, you're just too pretty for him. And I didn't really listen. I'm like, bitch, how you gonna tell me? Bitch, I know I'm too pretty for him. Duh. Fuck.
You really thought you ate? Give me that fucking plate.
And don't talk about my man like that. And that's how I felt. Like, don't talk about my man like that. I don't go up to you and tell you that your man is hurt. And around that time, hurt was ugly. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So, but my mom, she ended up, like, folding and just like, you know, I'll take you to go get your shit notarized. I know people that knows how to notarize it. And like I said, other people just disagree with the whole situation, but they was like, whatever, that makes you happy, then that makes you happy. Are you gonna really go through with it though? And I'm like, yeah, girl. So my mom and I went to go get the paper notarized. When I tell you, I literally took us about 5 different stops to try to get this shit notarized. We went to the bank. The bank said we needed him to be there to sign it. And we had went to, I forgot what else, but we went to so many places. And to this day, my mom still talks. I don't know what's going on with my stories, but let's speed this up because this shit is getting on my nerves. So I did all of that just to not marry this dude. It took for me to go get that paper notarized, get that man to send me some paperwork, and to show me attention for me to realize, like, this ain't what I want. This is not how I wanted things to be. And I'm not gonna say that I didn't want to be with him. It was more so I wasn't ready. Like, I was around 19 years old, you know what I'm saying, fresh out of high school, you know what I'm saying. I still haven't experienced life. I never went on vacation with my friends. We never went on a date, you know what I'm saying. It was just so many things that were playing in my head, like, and then the story that came along with it, like me telling y'all this story, picture me telling people, you know, it was just too much. It was just too much. I ain't embarrassed about it, but it was just too much. But y'all, let me tell y'all the tea. So once I told him that I wasn't going to send the paperwork, he was going back and forth with me every day about sending the paperwork, and he wasn't talking to me too until I sent him the paperwork. And I told him, I'm not sending it. You're only, well, at the time I felt like you're only trying to marry me for benefits, and I know that we're not on the right page. You know what I'm saying? We both know that we're not on the right page. We're not on the same page at that. So what, so long story short, he ends up getting a whole nother relationship, got married, had a whole baby, and that's that. Like, we went through all of that. Like, we literally, like I told y'all, like, I really cared for this guy. I wasn't looking for the benefits that came with marrying him because he was in the military. I wasn't, I don't regret dating him. I don't regret anything. I really did care about him. I did, and I had seen a future with him. So so it did hurt me. That shit really did hurt, that he had got married on me. I was not expecting. I don't think anybody would have expected that. But I can definitely say I learned from it, I've grown from it, and I'm happy that I made that decision. Like, I don't know if I would be doing the shit that I'm doing now if I was married. Probably be a housewife with babies on my damn titties or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the future would have been like if I would have did that. I'm 23 now. I was like 19 years old, about to settle down with somebody that just was not ready, like, at all. There, like, I was kind of like trying to sleep on it. I knew I was gonna make the video, but I kind of was like, when I laid down last night, I was kind of like contemplating on actually doing it and contemplating on the polls and stuff, because I know you can be so easily judged, you know, but I don't care. Like, listen, I didn't get married. Your girl didn't get married at the age of 19, 20. I didn't get married. Like, and I just feel like there's so many girls out there that's willing to drop whatever the situation is, or whatever they got going on, or their dignity over a dude, their peace of mind over a dude, and it's really not that serious. And I feel like it's nothing wrong with putting yourself first, and that was one thing that I was very proud of myself for doing, because I felt so pressured, and I felt like, what am I doing? Like, I'm really about to do this. Like, what's the next step? Like, we don't have the next step. He's all the way across the state, I'm all the way over here. Like, what are we about to do? What's the next step? Okay, we get married, I'm still stuck here with no ring, no company, no nothing, you know what I'm saying? It was just best for me. And like, I literally went to cosmetology school, graduated cosmetology school, started modeling. Like literally after that whole breakup and he did whatever he did to me, I started modeling. And it influenced me. It influenced the way that I shoot now. You know, I shoot off pain. Little did y'all know, I be going through it in my pictures. Maybe y'all do see it, but a lot of people love my pictures, like love my pictures. And I'm like, girl, you don't even know the day that I had when I took those pictures, okay? You don't know what was going on. But when I first started, that definitely played a part. You turn that pain into pressure. Yeah. And if y'all wondering, have I talked to dude? Barely. I barely talked to him. Honestly, his situation, that's for him to tell. I don't know what the hell that is, but after he did what he did to me, and that shit really broke me down, I would never, ever. And it wasn't even just that situation. It was just past shit that I just know that I literally now, you cannot play with me with stuff like that. You cannot do stuff like that point blank. You can't feel like that's okay, that's cool, because it's not cool. I'm gonna give you hell about it. So yeah, y'all, that's the story. I didn't want to make it too long, but I had to. And I hope y'all like this story time. I'm gonna try to get better with the story times, but this is what y'all gonna get for right now. But if y'all liked it, like I said, like the video, comment, you can share it, and you can subscribe. Liking is for free, subscribing is for free, commenting is for free. All this stuff is free. You know I like to bargain. If you watch my videos, you know I love a nice little cheap little something, just like my weave right now, synthetica. Okay, so just do me a favor, y'all, just like the video, share it, do whatever. Yeah, I'm done with this video because it's honestly making me sick, but I love y'all. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.